Okay, evening. Well, I hope everybody's okay. Fantastic news this week, obviously. We are open we start open next Tuesday, sorry. We start from the 4th, so brilliant. I know Nicola has put something out on the Facebook, but just in case you haven't seen it on the Facebook, what's going to happen is that due to, it's going to be as normal really, we're still going to have the 2 meters, safety. We're still going to have the 1 door in and 1 door out. If you are, I'm trying to work out, when I was in school it was 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th year. Year 7, if you're year 7 and below, you do not need to wear the masks to walk in and out of the actual dojo. And you don't have to wear the masks inside to train anymore, so we can start to raise it up a little bit. We'll have the windows and doors open. Obviously, if it's raining and pouring down, it's very cold, we'll close the windows, close the doors, and we'll reduce the level of energy, so we won't make those, you know, it's not out there volatile, so we'll work out as it is each evening. Year 7 and above, you have to wear the masks, beg your pardon, sorry, a mask to walk in and walk out, but not to train. Okay, so you do not need to train in a mask anymore. However, for all youngsters, that is obligatory. It's up to you. We have got some face shields there, so if you'd rather use a face shield, we'll supply you with a face shield. It's not a problem at all. But that's down to the parents and the young persons to decide. But from a government point of view, you do not need to wear the mask to train. Okay, adults. Guess what? We're back in. The only restrictions we've got for adults is we don't have to train with the masks, but in and out of the dojo, yes, masks on. However, on the mat, we do not need to, but we are restricted to 15 students per lesson, 15 adults per lesson. So I think we can sort that out. That's not a problem at all. Do you know what? At the end of the day, I'm sure there's enough of us, we can come together and we can sort something out where maybe the dojo's free on a Wednesday and Thursday. If you want to train maybe just the adults now on another night, well then there's quite a few instructors here now to start coming forward and just saying, right then, this is what I'm going to teach and you can come on. Anyway, that's for the adults. Alright, so what I intend to do this evening is I'm very mindful. We've got bank holiday this weekend, and we start, unfortunately, with the students miss on the Monday, but we start from the Tuesday. So what I propose to do is, let's get some warm-ups, let's get some basic stuff, because when you come in, it will be a shock to the system because we can take those silly masks off and that's it. The instructors, just for the obviously parents, the instructors when they are away from the students, i.e. teaching from a distance of more than 2 meters, we will not need to wear the masks. However, if we do walk around, we will wear a mask. Okay, it's just to ensure that we're doing as much as we possibly can to reduce temperatures. Obviously, you still have the temperatures. I think a good proportion of our instructors now have had the COVID jabs. I think, well, I have. I know Christopher has, Nathan's there. Yeah, so there's quite a few. Okay then, right then, let's bounce. So we're going to put the head up. Anything you need to know at all, please just put it down on the website or the Facebook page, and down, or give us a ring. Not a problem at all. And to the side, and to the other side. Circles one way, and the other way. I bet we start next week and it's going to be freezing cold and horrible weather. Shoulders forward, it's typical. And backwards. Okay, again we're going to keep that spine nice and straight. Okay, all I want to do is just lift the shoulders up and straight down. Lift them up, straight down and up, and straight down. We're going to keep those hands by the sides, keeping that back straight. We're just going to nice and slowly, don't overdo it, don't hurt yourselves. To one side, to the other side, to one side, and the other side. Okay, just for those legs a little bit wider now. Okay, all we're going to do is slide those hands down the legs. If it starts to hurt anywhere along here, that means you start to stretch well, but don't hurt yourself. Go down as far as you can, as far as you're comfortable to. If you want to, go into the middle. Just touch your knuckles on the floor. And just gently rock forward and backwards. Forwards and backwards. Once you're happy with that, put your fingers onto the floor, get your balance, lift your toes. So what we're looking at now is a nice, tight calf, sorry. They're your thighs, aren't they? Okay. And we're going to go onto our toes and push the fingers a little bit forward, and we're just going to go, that's it, just lift those heels up. Again, we're looking at those calves nice and tight. Back down, swap over. And forward. Last time. Last time. Okay, so we're quite happy with that. So I've just noticed now you couldn't see that, so you know which one I'm on about now. Is obviously that exercise, sorry, my fault, I thought the camera got you there, is we're going down, fingers, and we're lifting those heels up, is one, both heels together, working the calf, putting the heels down and lifting the toes up. Okay, okay, sorry about that. 3 times, I'm just a bit excited, we're coming back together. Okay, 3 times out of the way, 3 times. Okay, we're just going to shake those legs. Okay, we're going to put the hands onto the hips, we're going to push forward, to the centre, forward, to the centre, forward, to the centre, we're going to push back, back, one side, the other side, and we're going to go circles one way. Other way. You shake those legs. Okay. What's going to happen now is nice and relaxed. Just make sure you can all see. Nice and relaxed and go down. Touch the toes. Back up. Push forward. Down. Touch the toes. Back up. Okay, just relax there. Knees, spin those knees. So we're talking about those inside and outside crescent kicks when the legs straight. So we're going to use those knees now. So these are the blocks, lovely blocks these. Senior grade, you're going to start to use an awful lot more of these now. I'm mindful, okay, just on your toes a little bit. Remember health and safety, if there's anything around you, just be careful please. Don't be hurting anybody or hitting anybody. And shake those legs. So I'm mindful that when we come back, we have got a few of you that need to go straight up to your second dance. Okay, we've said this, we were hoping to get it done before we broke up, but unfortunately we didn't. There will be a couple of Saturday sessions, as promised to some of you, for your black belts. Okay, the ones that go for your black belts. So sorry, we can't help it, you know, it's nobody's fault, but we just need to get straight into there with that and really get it going. Okay, so from here, just bring those knees up. Okay, what we're looking for here is, instead of bringing the belly down and the back down, if we do bring those down, we can't lift this up as high. So get those backs nice and straight and bring the knee up. Bring the knee up, knee up, knee up. Okay, so from there, we're going to bring it out and in, different muscles. Okay, so what I'm looking for, first of all, okay, is the feet pointing forward. And when we're doing the exercise, we're just going to keep the feet pointing forward, the toes pointing forward. Okay, right, from there now, we're going to go back into the inside one, we're going to point the toes down. So we're going to point the toes down. You see why it's a lot more effective when we point the toes down. From here now, all of you now, so this video I want, as we just do warm-ups and basic stuff, is for all of you. Okay? When we come back next week, we are going to go 100 miles an hour. I promise that. We need belts, we need more black belts, we need fun. Okay? So it's going to be quite dynamic. 45-minute lessons, 10 minutes of warm-ups, maybe 5 of cool-downs, and the rest of it is hard work. Okay, so outside, again, let's get the toes down. You'll see a little bit easier with this one, a bit easier. Okay, just about 3 or 4 of those until you're comfortable. Hands now in front of your face. So what we're looking at doing now is just pulling. So I'll come a little bit closer. So what you're going to see is grab, pull. Okay, so it's the opposite to punching out, punching out. What I want you to do now is grab, pull. But as you're pulling it, I want you to pull it back as fast as you possibly can. So you grab, you pull, you pull, you pull. And what that's doing is, when we punch, we need to bring that hand back as fast as we can. So if we're standing here, we're doing a front punch, and we're going to punch with the back. This one has to come back nice and fast. So it's the opposite to the punching. We're just pulling back. You've all done it. You've all done it. Okay, so nice and straight, good strong back and posture. Hands by the side, push out, grab, push out, grab. When you push out, tiger claw. Alright, so you've seen your grades, you're going to start to learn all these different techniques now. These will start to hurt, well not hurt, but activate some of the pressure points on people. And that's why you don't learn them until you're a senior belt. Okay, so from here, pushing out, as you push out, tiger claw, bring it back. Okay, complete opposite to punches. I'm not going to insult anybody by teaching how to punch. We all know how to punch. Alright, right then, straight away, let's go into the 8 blocks. 8 blocks, gang. We're going to go, this lesson is just the basics of basics of basics of basics. Okay, sorry. I shall press this now. What have I done there? Okay, ready? So, basic blocks. I'm going to start with the left hand side. So for yourselves, I'll start facing opposite to me. Okay, so we're going up is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've done a lot of work on these over these last several months, let's be honest. Yeah? So remember, we're going up, has to go above the head. Has to go above the head. We're coming up. Coming across. Coming across. Down and out. Down. Down. Okay, big strong moves. These blocks are effective if they're used and practiced properly. Yeah, if we just do this, they're still hitting you. Yeah, still hitting you. Still hitting you. So we need to make sure. Yeah, so what we're going to do is with the basic blocks, we're just going to do a little bit of movement around. I'll face away from you first of all. Good. Feet shoulder width apart. With your left fist, bring the block up. Okay? With your right fist, take it across your body. Alright? With your left fist, to the side. With your right fist, downward block. Okay, so ready? Your left first of all. Left first of all. Follow me. So we're going rising elbow. So rising block. Okay, okay. So body block. Inside body block. Downward block. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Practice those a couple of times. All it's doing is you're used to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you get higher up, really boring. Lower grades, it's good because you can remember those numbers. Yeah, and those numbers work with those fists and those arms. Senior grades, you haven't got time for that because you're going to start moving around. So, 3 to 5 of those, and then swap over. So it will be your right, let me show you, your right, your left, your right, your left. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy with that? I'm facing away from you because sometimes when I'm looking at you, you're going to get mixed up. And we all do it. When we look at ourselves and we're brushing our teeth, we always look at that hand thinking, I wonder why that is, because it's the wrong hand you're brushing it with. But it's just because it's a reflection, that's all it is, nothing else. So by me facing away from you, it's a little bit easier. Okay? Right then. So your basic blocks, let's get those basic blocks out of the way with. Your kicks. We're going to practice on the front kick, back kick, spinning back kick, yeah, and downward block, downward side kick, so chopping down. The reason we're not going to do your roundhouse kick, your spinning roundhouse kick, your spinning tornado kick is guess why? Yes, you might kick something, yeah, or you might damage something or hurt somebody, or yourself in fact. So I think we'll just stay with the easy ones. No spins this evening, I don't want anybody hurting before next week. Alright then, so let's get that left leg in front. Right, so a lot of traditional martial artists from the different styles. We all have different styles, okay? So I started off with traditional and I moved to a freestyle. So traditional, we've got a good stance, nice and low, fists up, this knee here is bent slightly, this leg is ready to go, yeah? Freestyle, we come a little bit closer because we're more fluid, okay? Now that's not to say that the traditional is not as good as us. I don't say that at all, okay? You'll never hear me disrespect another martial art because they're all there for a reason, okay? And that's how we learn. So for us, it's just that we've got those little skills. Remember, we've got a little bit of judo, we've got the karate, and we've got the kickboxing, all together combined. That's where the skills come from, and the other instructor's skills. So the front leg, what we're looking for is just that little bit of a bend, but it can still come up at any time. Yeah? Legs a little bit closer, back leg, knee up. So what we're looking for is a knee, back kick. So it's called the Magali kick. So we just class this as the back kick. Yeah? So this kick will come up, kick. Look at the toes. Toes are pointing up, kicking with the heel. Toes are pointing up, kicking with the heel. If I look at you now, step back a little bit. Back leg, kick. So you'll see the flat open foot. If we don't bring the knee up, it's going to come down here. And all that's going to happen is somebody will see you do this technique and come in above you and quicker than you. Or even block you. Or even just stand out of the way. Okay? So knee up. So what we're looking for now is we're going to do the back kick straight down. We're going to go straight into a front kick. This is what we call a cat stance. So if anybody ever seen that cat and they're ready to pounce, they'll have the legs, and then they'll start doing this. And then they'll start bending back on their back, and they'll just ready for the pounce. Okay? So that's what we're going to do with this one. Here's back leg bends, front leg kicks. Again, it's about that knee. Take the balance, the back leg, bring the knee up. So hands up. Just practice a couple of times. Same kick, same style. Bring the toes back. Kick with the ball of your foot, the underneath of your foot. If you kick with your toes, it's going to hurt them. It's going to hurt them. You'll see some of the senior grades doing different style techniques with the kicks. That's them. They're the senior grades. They've been kicking for years and years and years. Alright? You'll get to learn that eventually, one day, but let's just take one step at a time. So from here, back, kick, down. As it goes down, close those legs a little bit. Straight away, as soon as that foot hits the floor, bend, come up. Okay? Straight away, bend, come up. From here, kick, down, kick, straight away. Okay? We're going to practice on both sides. So, no different. I should turn this way for you. No different. So, back leg comes up as you kick, down. Straight away, this leg hits the floor because you know you're coming up with this kick. Balance is there. So, 1, down, 2. Happy with that? And then get your balance. It is all about balance. We do a lot of balance work where we're stepping on one foot. It's not to watch you fall over, although some of you love to fall over. The technique is there so it helps you with that stance straight away. The changing of stance and changing of movement. Okay? Right then. We're going to work on we're going to do the inside outside crescent kick now. We did the knee strikes, so they're more of a defensive. Okay? Right then. Some people think the inside and outside crescent kick is an attacking kick. Yeah? It's a defensive kick. Okay? Because what's happening is if somebody's coming towards us with a weapon, or somebody's coming towards us with a kick, we've got this leg. They can either do the inside one, which from here, inside one is going to knock them out, so they'll go this way. We can do the outside one, they're coming towards us, and they're going to move them that way. Both legs. We don't just practice on one, and that's a lot of, how can I say this now? A lot of martial artists, some martial artists get that favourite side and work on it. You can't. You've got to have both sides with the same confidence. You're always going to have one better side, but you've got to work both. They've got to really work well. So we're going to put that right leg in front, back leg. Happy with that? So we're going to go inside crescent kick. So inside, down. Okay, so we're pushing them away. Again, let's go for the outside, striking them, going away. So again, we're just going to practice that. The way we practice it is really simple, really simple. Left leg in front, good stance. With these legs, Don't be stretching those legs too far. Bring them a little bit closer. From here, if you just do this business, it's not going to work at all. Yeah? You'll see that when we start these lessons, we're just going to ask you to do this. And all that's doing with the muscles in the legs, we're just giving this stretch muscle here that wake-up call to say, hello, we're back to karate, and look what's going to happen. Come on, wake up. And eventually, it starts going up into the air. That's all it is. So to start with, nothing in front of you at all. You'll see some of the instructors standing in front of you or putting one of the poles, the nice spongy poles. That's just for you to get your leg over, so that's a target. Okay, so that's something for you to fix and focus on. So nothing in front of you. All you're going to do is with that back leg, just nice and easy, just put your leg and make sure it goes into a circle. Bring the legs together. Legs together is inside crescent kick. Inside. Okay? Back leg. A little bit of a circle down. Look at that. I feel quite comfortable doing that circle. Right then, when you do the circle, your body goes with it. Stop the body now. Body must remain straight because that's where the target is and that's where you're looking. Okay? Back on, same leg, inside now. Look what's happening. It's comfortable and you've got the fix with your face so you know what to look at. Outside. Okay, do that a couple of times. Gradually get a little bit higher. If you've got somebody with you and you've got permission from a parent or the guardian or your adult that's there, maybe get something like a cushion in front of you. No disrespect, the person holding the cushion, don't stand there with the cushion in front of your face, because if they miss the cushion, you're going to got it, okay? Round the chops. Or maybe a newspaper, or maybe a towel that's rolled up, put in front of you. So you've got something. The idea is not to kick it. Not to kick it. The idea is to go above it and around it. Okay, let's swap legs. Exactly the same. Focus where we're looking. Back leg. Nice. Wobbly. Nice and relaxed. Outside. See how the body wants to move around? It's even been a couple of weeks for me. Eventually stop that body moving around. Okay, go inside. So again, we're just waking everything up, looking straight ahead. Outside, and that's what happens. It doesn't need to move anymore. Okay, just shake those legs. Shake those legs. Right, from here now, all I need to do is feet shoulder width apart, facing in front, look at something. Okay? If you can, have a line either side. Maybe it's, I don't know, any type of line. If you've got something on the floor, or you've got something to focus on, maybe it's a window, you can look at that window and think, right then, my leg's in line with that window. My leg's in line with that door. Okay, hands either side. Now all I want you to do is bring your knee up on one side and push your foot down again. And gently touch the floor. This side, bring your knee up and down. Feet go exactly where they were. Okay? Come up, down. Come up, down. Down. Right. 5 or 10 times, have a break. Maybe a couple of minutes or the day after, another day, come back to that technique. And what we're looking for is this. Bring the knee up, push the knee down without touching the floor. Then relax the knee and drop the foot. Bring the knee up. So what's happening is, we're getting this kick. Okay? Right. This kick is a special type of kick that's going to go for lower parts of the body. It's called close quarters stuff. Yeah? If you're being attacked or somebody's being horrible to you and you want to move them away, we can use these kicks. Yeah? We don't want to be throwing that leg in the air. What's the point? Because if they're quick, they can grab hold of you and throw you to the floor. So let's bring his knee up, straight down. It's very, very quick. Very, very quick. So again, let's just focus. So again, we're looking at these straight lines. Okay, arms in front. We can look to where we're going to begin with. There's not a problem at all. So we're going to bring that knee up, down, nice and slowly. Knee up, down, nice and slowly. Up, slowly. Up, slowly. Slowly. When you're quite happy, let's get big and strong. Bring that knee up. From here, whoa. Snap down, relax the knee. Other knee, up. Snap down, relax the knee. Eventually, it'll come into its own, but you feel quite comfortable. So we're going to be looking at some of those. Alright, so we've got rising block, body block, inside body block, downward block. I mean, remember what I asked you to do? Not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's change it up. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're using the alternate ones. Yeah, so pick. So you're moving it about. I want you to have a look at the inside, outside, knees, outside, outside, knees. Then we're looking at the inside, outside, inside, outside. Eventually get a little bit higher, okay? Your kicks with those. Your back straight kick, straight forward, focus, bring that knee up, straight back down, a little bit closer. Let's bring that front knee up, get that balance first of all. That's what we're going to start to get from the senior grades, is the balance. Yeah? So it's going to come in, literally kick, down, hold. Nothing else. We don't need to move at all. Any of this is because these hands are in the wrong place. People that do this, yeah, and walk tight ropes, it's a different skill. Or walk ropes, different skill. Bring your hands in and find that focus. It's the feet and your body. If your arms are out here, it's doing this to the rest of your body. Bring it in. And you won't have any of that movement whatsoever. Alright? Okay, so I don't want to do too much. I just want you to go back to these basics, because if you haven't been practicing for quite some time, you're going to be sore. You're going to be sore. And it is a bit, it's a step up now. It's a step up. We've got to make it a step up, you lot, to make it, still keep it interesting, still keep you interested, still keep you coming back to us. Yeah? We don't need to walk for our door thinking, oh, I'm just going to do punches and kicks, so let's make it more fun. Yeah? It's hard. It's even harder for us, the instructors, I can tell you now. Alright, right, we're going to go to our backs. Let's get those legs into the air. This is one thing I do want you to practice. So, we've got these. Your strength is your core. This area is your core. Alright, so we're going to work on this an awful lot. You know my favourites, the leg raises. Alright, so what I want you to do now with the leg raises is put your feet flat on the floor. Okay, hands nice and relaxed. We're going to use our bum, get that bum in the air. Hold that bum in the air for about 2 to 3 seconds and bring it down. Take the bum back up. Hold it there for about 5 to 8 seconds. And bring it down. So, bum up, couple of seconds, bum up, 5 to 8 seconds. Then, feet flat straight in front. Bring the legs up. Point those toes up. Do not touch the floor as we're coming down. Keep them together. This is the main important part, is if we've got one leg doing this, what's happening with the muscles? They're not working together as a team. We're doing all this business. Alright, let's get the feet together and bring them up. Bring them up. So, if we start on 5, stop after 5. If you want to go straight to 10, go to 10. Any pain here, or at the back, or in the spine, or at the top of the neck, you stop straight away. Okay, you stop straight away. So from there, after you've done your 5 or 10 leg lifts, let's get from here. Let's push up now. No hands on the floor. Let's push up with the bum. So we're actually going onto our shoulder blades. Hold it there for 2 seconds. Come back down. Alright, nice big deep breath. Slowly breathing down. Feet flat. Let's come up onto those shoulder blades. We're going to hold this between 5 and 8. And relax. Okay, this time we're going to keep our hands down flat. Legs out. And we're going to do exactly the same. Let's work on 5, or if you're happy to, let's work on 10. It's entirely up to you. Okay? Right, the main difference the second time is, when you've done that, do not put your feet down on the floor. Look where the feet are. Do not put the feet down on the floor. What we're going to try and do is trick this muscle here, the core muscles, to carry on. Because what it'll want to do is, I've seen you all and I've heard you all do it. Some of you do about 2 or 3 and think you've done 103. Okay, so let's work this leg. So what's going to happen now is, before we put those feet down, we're going to push those legs up and not touch the floor. And we're going to bring them back. Then we're going to push them out. Then we're going to bring them back. And feet down. Okay, So that's all it is. So let's work that one now. From the start, hands flat, nice and relaxed. Okay, let's bring the bum up. Let's hold it for 2 and down. Happy with that? Okay, let's really go for it now. We'll do that about 2 or 3 times, the 2-second one. Then we're going to go to the next step, which is we're going to really lift up. Okay, bring those hands up off the floor, and we're going to use the shoulder blades now. How many seconds? Good. 5 to 8 seconds. And relax. Again, we're going to do that between 2 and 3 times, no more than 3. Then we're going to go into the legs. Alright? So we know what we're doing. So we do the first one, this one, hands flat, 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Let's get those legs out, and we do 5 or 10. We'll just do 5 for now so you can see. Put those feet down, have a big deep breath. Next time is a little bit more advanced, got the hands come off the floor, into the centre. Yeah, so I want you to pretend you've got a football or a rugby ball or whatever type of ball, beach ball, whatever, okay, here. And you can't let it drop or it's going to bop you in the nose. So hands there, so it's a defensive guard again. So we're going for bum in the air, onto your shoulder blades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's up to you. As long as you get the 5 in, you can stop at 5. We're going to do that 2 or 3 times, but no more than 3 times. Once you've done that exercise, let's get those legs out. We can do exactly the same, toes pointing to the top, hands up as if we've still got that ball. Look what we're doing. We're just going to do 5 on this occasion. We've done the 5, we do not put the feet down. Let's keep the feet down. Let's tell that belly, excuse me, wake up. Got some real good karate coming this next 6 months, so I've got to be strong and quick. So let's push those legs out. Don't touch the floor. Let's bring them back. Let's push those legs out. Let's bring them back. Let's push them out. Let's bring them back. You're struggling now. Let's push them out. Bring them back. One more again. Push them out. Bring them back. And relax. Woo. We're going to do that whole sequence twice. Twice. Okay, die times. So, big deep breath. After you've done that one, do not get up. Because we're going to really work it now. You're going to be tired, thinking I can't do this, that's fine. Let's get those hands up. Legs out. Right, what I'm looking for now is to keep those hands pointed straight up. Bring the toes up and touch those hands. Touch those hands. 5 times. Okay, whoops, didn't touch, did now. Some of you will not be able to touch your hands. That is not a problem at all. All I want from any of you is the same as your parents want, your teachers want, everybody wants from you, is to do your best. That's all we're asking. So when we ask that, if you think, oh, I can only get into there, brilliant, don't give in. Hold them there, take them back down, but don't touch the floor. Maybe the next time it's, oh, I can't go any further. That's brilliant, take it down and relax. If you have any pain, drop the leg straight away. Okay? It might be that the next time you'll be able to do 3 times. That's 1 more time than the other one. And eventually you will get to 5, I promise you. You will get to 5. Okay? Right, feet flat on the floor again. We did this last time. This is one of my favourites. This is for a good stretch. Right then, those feet stay flat on the floor. Hands, okay? From here, just take them out a little bit so they're comfortable. Nice and straight though. All that's going to happen is, with your bum on the floor, we're going to take your right arm and we're going to do a little stretch and touch the floor over our left shoulder. Then we're going to put it back. Then we're going to get the left hand, little stretch over the right hand, shoulder, sorry. Okay, so that was the easy one. Now these are in sets of 3s. So that's 1. Number 2 is, right then, I know I've got to be a little bit cheeky now and stretch a bit more. So number 2 is, we're going to come over and we're just going to lean onto the left shoulder, but keep the feet where they are and touch. You'll notice, look at the distance now, and that's just from turning a little bit. We go back, We're going to bring the left hand over, 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 and touch. And back. Right then. That was the easy one and the not so easy one. This is the fun one. From there, the feet stay flat on the floor. This one you really have to stretch. What I want to see now is the right hand is going to go over to the left shoulder. Bring that left arm in. Right hand comes across. Look what I'm doing. Nice and safely. Fingers pointing up. Flat on the floor. Over I go onto my shoulder. A big stretch. Look at the distance now. Huge stretch. And back down. Keeping the feet flat on the floor. Same again. Opposite side. Bring that arm in. Fingers pointed up. The reason we do that is to make sure it's safe and comfortable when we're rolling on it. Nice and tight to the body. Left hand is going to come up, come up, come up, come up, come up. Big stretch. Big stretch. And back down. 3 times. 3 of them into 1 set. 3 sets. Alright. So what we're doing is now we're working on your leg muscles with all your kicks. Your blocks is we're working upper body. We're working your core, and then we're working the stretches for your spine. Some really nice stretches. Okay, right then. Nice and easy, nice and chilled. Okay, so it hasn't been a tough session. I don't want it to be tough. I don't want to get anybody harmed or hurt. We're all very excited to come back. I can tell you now. Lots of different things, lots of different changes. So it's exciting. It's exciting. So we still got to keep safe, and that's the main thing. We've still got to keep safe. So parents, from our point of view, we will do everything humanly possible to make sure that the youngsters are safe when they come into this establishment. And hopefully you will understand that we do care about what we do. It's not a job. It's not anything like that. It's a hobby and it's fun for us. Yeah, but it's passion. It's something we all love doing. From our point of view to yourselves, what you've given us via support is just, I can't find a name for it really. It beats fantastic, emotional, it beats all those words. You've kept us here. You've kept us here. We've been lucky from other aspects as well, being supported. We've been very lucky as a club. We look around the country and I look at some of my friends that teach martial arts and have been teaching for longer than me, and they've had to close. You know, they've lost, and that was their business, their livelihood, their income, and luckily that's the difference with us. So huge thank you. You will never understand how much of a thank you that means from us to yourselves. And that's from not just me, that's from my wife, my sons, and all the other instructors here. And I should imagine it's from everybody really, isn't it? We're a community and we've worked hard to stay as a community-based club, and I'm proud of you all. Right, you've had just short of 40 minutes. Let me just check. Yes. It is solely stretching. That video there is I want for each, all the grades, from white grades to black belts. Black belts, why can't we have anything more? I tell you why, it's simple. Until we get back in here and on these soft floors, then I know you're safe. Yeah, I know you're safe with your parents and in your houses, but if you start doing exercises in this on a hard floor, you might find that you're going to hurt yourself. If you go out to the grass, you might hurt you. It's just a nightmare. Health and safety all the time, all right? But as soon as you get back in here with this bounce on this floor, we're moving. We are shifting at a very fast pace, senior grades. It might even be, like I said to you before, I've got classes coming on a Saturday, but I might even look at doing classes on a Saturday just for black belts. I've never been keen in separating different belts, but sometimes when you get to a black belt, there has to be, because you're all brilliant black belts, but you do get bored. We all get bored. That's life. So, right then, it's been a pleasure, an absolute pleasure. Stay safe. Cannot wait to see you back next week. Really excited, we all are. Apart from the wife, she's got so much paperwork to do now, you wouldn't believe it. If there's any queries, like I said, Facebook or on the telephone number that's there, and we'll get back to you straight away. Alright? Hands by your sides, feet together, you lot. Bow. Stay safe. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Take care, gang.